Alright, we are going to talk about graphing linear inequalities. And I really like this. It kind of breaks down how to do it and what to do. So we're going to follow along. And this is kind of what I want you to follow for each inequality that you need to graph. Okay, so we got our inequality. It's y is less than or equal to negative 2x minus 1. And our first question is y isolated? In other words, is y all by itself? Is y on one side of the inequality by itself? Yes, it is. So we're going to go this way, and we're going to ignore this piece right here. Okay, so we're going this way. Alright, so then we need to identify the y-intercept and the slope. So because y is by itself, this is kind of like our slope-intercept form when we had y equals mx plus b. So our b is the number added or subtracted after x. So that's that negative 1. Remember that sign goes with it. So our b, or our y-intercept, is going to be at 0, negative 1. And then remember, in y equals mx plus b, the number that's in front of x, I don't know why this went blurry, is my slope, which is negative 2. Okay, so following my arrows, so we want to plot 2 points. So first we want to plot our y-intercept at 0, negative 1. So I'm coming to the y-axis and going down to negative 1 and plotting that point. And then starting from that point, we're going to do our slope. Remember, a whole number is anything over 1. So we're going to go up to, since we've got a negative slope, we're going to go over that bottom number. So rise is up and run is either left or right, depending on, we'll go right if it's a positive number and left if it's a negative number. Alright, before I just start drawing my line and connecting my points, we want to first keep following. So we want to look at our inequality, our original problem, and which symbol does it have? So it has our less than or equal to sign. So not one of those, it has one of these. So we're going to connect our points with a solid line. So when I connect these points, it's going to be a solid line. Okay. So there's that line. And you can see this other side, if it didn't have that equal sign, we would do a dashed line. And I'll show you an example in a minute. So we've connected our points with a solid line. Now we need to look at which direction it goes. So it's facing to where it's pointing to the left. So we're going to follow this arrow, and it says shade below the line. So I'm going to shade below the line. So what this means is that solutions for this inequality are everything within this shaded area and on the line. So it's not just y equals negative 2. It's anything within here, and then everything outside here would not be a solution. Okay, let's look at another example. Okay, we got 2x minus 3y is less than 15. So our first question was, is y isolated? Is y by itself? This time, no, it's not. So we have an extra step to do here. We need to get y by itself. Always get y by itself. 2x minus 3y is less than 15. Remember, the first step is always to move your x values over. We want y by itself over here. So we're going to opposite operations, minus 2x. So then we've got minus 3y is less than, remember you cannot combine the 15 and the negative 2x. They're not like terms. First step will always move the x value. Second step is always divide by whatever is in front of the y. So I'm going to divide everything by that -3. And then we have to remember, and it's written in here for you also, that when we divide by a negative number, like we just did, we divided by a negative number, we've got to flip that inequality sign. So our inequality is y is greater than 2/3x minus 5. Now we can pull out our y-intercept is at -5, and our slope is 2/3, positive 2/3. So let's go ahead and plot 2 points. -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got positive 2/3, so I'm going to go up 2, 1, 2, to the right 3, 1, 2, 3. Before I start drawing my line, look at my inequality. We got the greater than sign. So now I'm not on this side, I'm on this side. It doesn't have an equal sign. So whenever I connect my points this time, I am going to do a dashed line, not a solid line. It's very important. There is a distinction. Okay? Alright, and then which way to shade it. So it is the greater than sign, so we're going to shade above the line. So what this means is that for this inequality we were given, all of my solutions are in this shaded area only and not on the line.